Hello there and welcome to another one. We're back with another one. Chilling as always. My name is Tatenda and I'm back with another one. Not alone, with my legendary brother. How's it, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
What's happening?
It's good. It's good to be back. In a different setting now. You know, we're out here. We're comfortable.
We're chilling.
Yeah, we're chilling. Thank you.
We can drink as much as we can. So thank you.
And not fall over. We appreciate the change in scenery.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Change in scenery.
Yeah. So now we're relaxing. Yeah, we're not upright and
Exactly.
you know.
You know, you end up so tall and you're like, just my back is sore now and you're drinking.
And we're old.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Anyway, we're back with another one. And before we get into today's episode, what has been your overview of episode 1?
I enjoyed episode 1. It was just a laid back conversation between two mates. Just talking the stuff that we're passionate about, talking about sport, talking about the challenges in the sport, the stuff we see when we're coaching, when we're playing. You know, so it just got me thinking as well. Now with the new season coming up, how we need to attack certain things and just plans for the club in general, you know, thinking about hosting workshops and changing the mindsets of players. And then hopefully this season, you know, we're talking about, you know, cricket and having more opportunities for players of colour. That's something I want to see come through at the club as well. So
that's something as well. When you mentioned the quota, the way you brought it actually changed my whole perception of it, because I always felt like quota is coming to sort of like revenge.
Yeah.
Like, you did that to me.
So I'm gonna return it. Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with that. It just has to do with giving
opportunities. Yeah, and
equal opportunity. So that
because it'll always be a thing with, you know, obviously if it's not enforced, people will then still not, you know, it's going to be very hard for it to be generic. So people will still choose their own path. So we just have to sort of force it until it becomes a bit of a norm. But we also don't want to debilitate the people who are the quota. But they need to understand why they are the quota. And it has to happen because we need to give them opportunity. They need to be exposed. So even if it fails now, it'll get better in time.
I don't think it's something that's going to happen overnight.
No, not at all. It's a long fight.
If we look at it from wanting it to go overnight, then we are naive.
Very much so. It's going to take a couple of generations maybe. As we said last week, you know, having Timber Woman Kayas under the crease in Australia for the first time in my lifetime, you know.
And that's your perception, and you can't take it away from you because that's how you felt. That's how you felt, and rightfully so. Before, I don't think that was ever going to happen. Maybe, let's just say they are good enough to make it on the highest stage. But at the end of the day, I don't think they were going to get that if there was no talk around it.
Exactly. So now, we want to see more in first-class cricket, more in franchise cricket.
Yeah. Is there a quota with club cricket? Is there a limitation when it comes to players?
There was. CGL did have a quota system. It was at Prem level, at your first team level, the highest team in your club. You need to have 2 players of colour. Excuse me. So that was mandated because I think they had brought it in as a suggestion and it wasn't working. So then they mandated it. But unfortunately, I think they then changed their minds towards the end of the season, which was disappointing because a lot of clubs...
It doesn't matter anymore.
It didn't matter anymore. Teams didn't get penalised. So I think the season prior, teams like Heidelberg and Koza got penalised badly for not fielding players of colour. I think Koza eventually got relegated to Prem B.
Because of that.
And I think Heidelberg also got like 40-something points. So then the season before, all of a sudden, you know, it was there up until the end and then it fell away. So I don't know why. I don't know what happened. But I just think it was unfair because other clubs went out of their way to honor this thing. And then all of a sudden it falls away. So how do we then build it up? Because now those same teams are going to relax again.
But then at the same time, club cricket runs on subs.
It does.
Are you going to use quotas where players are supposed to pay subs to play? I think that's why it's tough as well.
Yeah, that's actually it's a difficult one. It is a difficult one.
Because if it was at professional level because they're being paid,
then
it's a different
level.
But with club cricket, it's who plays.
Yeah, but I think then clubs need to make some sort of provision. We need to maybe get some sponsorship or something around that to grow the game.
Because if a club is going to run on players of color that are not bringing anything, then you're not doing anything.
No, true. We have to find a balance because in my experience, I think also, remember we had golden bells at the park. So, you know, at some stage, like, you know, we were fitting the transport bill by ourselves, which hurt. It hurts. I think when I stopped working, it became really difficult. But when I could, we could. But we want to find a way to have a model. So we need to have some sort of model. So even if we eventually get to a state where we have a team bus that can go pick these boys up, take them to games, bring them back, take them home safely.
Because they stay in, I think, Gordon Bells is from Ivory Park.
And
it's far.
It is far.
So imagine coming from, because I still remember we once entered Gordon Bells into the LPL.
Yes.
And we funded them a little bit.
Yeah.
And it meant taking them each one by one from Ivory Park. And you know how Ivory Park is.
Yeah.
It's so crowded and all that. To get those boys to Lenasia, that's far.
It's very far.
What happened to Gordon Bells? Where are they? Jackie Maffa was leading it.
I haven't spoken to Jackie in a while, but some of the boys had grown up. So some, I know Ori had gone to TUT, Karabo had also gone to Varsity. So some of them sort of path. I know Lerato went and played for Tembisa. So I think he's still playing for Tembisa because it was close. I think it just made sense for him to be closer. But it was good to see some of those boys develop. It was really nice.
They started
to where they ended.
I think credit is where it's due with Jackie. I think he spent most of his time trying to develop these players and knocking on the door. And eventually doors were open. It's amazing how he has done it, even with women's cricket, the girls' cricket. I think one or two girls have made.
They've made the line set. I think some of them playing for Wanderers at the moment. So we really do salute his work. We wish that there are more initiatives like that. Going around.
But then, how then do you, as a person or as an entity, how then do you encourage someone like Jackie? Because at the end of the day, he's taking up time from his family, time from his work, whatever what he does. How do you encourage him when money is not coming in?
It's difficult
stuff.
I think the only other way it's service, it's hands. You need to get stuck in. Sometimes that money can solve a certain amount of the problem, but
money solves everything.
It does solve everything, but service is key. I think even at club cricket level, like, service is key. Yes, you can complain about this and that, but what are you doing to better your club? How are you helping? Are you fixing a tap? Are you what are you doing individually to your club? Because it's not, as I said, it's a non-profit organization, so you need to be able to do something. Are you staying later? Are you gonna help just cut some weeds or something, something.
When the covers are being pulled over, are you coming and saying, let me help with the covers?
Exactly.
Something.
Or you know what, during the week, if you need help with this and that, I'll come and help. We can come water the square or whatever. Just those small things. Those small things are what matters.
I still remember the old Randburg. Everyone was hands-on. Right now, I see even in the group, you have to ask, gents, can you please have hands? And no one comes to, can you please have hands? And you sort of like feel like, are people falling out of love with the club or out of love with the game? Because Randburg has always been a tight-knit, family-oriented club. And I still remember, actually today, before we recorded, my wife was asking me, so who's this guy that's supposed to come and know what was it? And I'm like, no, Randburg is a drinking club.
I famously said that Randburg is full of drinkers who happen to play cricket. Just by a side chance. But, generally a great bunch of people. I just think maybe times are changing.
And people are busy.
People are busy. Life is not easy. Economy is tough. You're focusing on your own and your family. So I think I'm just conditioned because I've been here for so long. So it's automatic to me. But I think it's a struggle for most people. It's quite a struggle. So, it is hard, but I wish that we can develop that love and that service again from everybody and bring it back.
And just bring it back.
Because the club, fine, there's facilities, but the people are the club.
Exactly. Effectively speaking, you and I are the club.
Exactly.
Randburg on its own is never going to stand unless we put our hands up and say, I'll do one, I'll do that.
The reason why I stay till 10 o'clock on a Sunday night after fines is because it's for the people.
Now you are making an excuse to justify it.
It's how it is. I can't even shake it.
Okay, with my overview from episode 1, I think I told my wife as well that, this is the first time that I've seen gents so excited about what we're about to produce. The amount of statuses, people applauding, we can't wait. it was so heartwarming.
Absolutely.
And I got feedback from Tapelo, and it's like, gents, your quality, your work is amazing, gents. The way you guys were flowing, I think credit where it's due. We clicked.
No, absolutely.
We definitely, without a doubt, even my wife was like, no, the energy that's there is just out of this world. And I believe that going on to the next episode and the next episode, it's just gonna
be just like that. Where there's sport, there's happiness. Yeah. There's happiness where there's sport. I am happy.
Exactly. I think the same thing as well as gents. Whenever we meet and we're in the same room, then we're speaking about sport, about women, or about sex.
That's the long and short of it. It's very small. We talk about the economy during the week.
Exactly.
In the office, we can talk about we'll talk about the gas explosion, later on. But generally, when we're together, especially when we're sitting during and after the game, there's always stories. There's always great stories.
Cricket,
Not
about cricket, it's about sport.
The sport in general.
Exactly.
And the club has lots of stories and lots of legends.
They never finish. Anyway, let's jump into today, and we're going to touch on everything. We start off. The reason why we start with cricket, I think, is because cricket is closer to us.
Yeah.
And even with the people that are going to come onto the show, we're going to interview, it's mostly going to be cricketers.
100%.
Reason being, we are already in the circles.
Yeah.
And it's easier to approach someone that you already know and they know you than it is to go to a total stranger and say, come to the show.
Come talk to us. 100%.
So I'm just hoping that we'll get to a point whereby a soccer player will say, I want to come and speak.
No, we'll find them. We'll find them. I know a few. We'll find them.
See, exactly. That's what we need. Because effectively speaking, we also need to chat about the mental aspects of being in sport.
100%.
What do you do when you're not scoring as a striker?
Yeah.
What's going through your mind? And media is so tough on sports people.
Sure.
Left, right, and center, they're going to say, no, he's finished as a striker. He's not a good defender.
Social media, it's immediate, as soon as you miss, someone's texting, someone's typing already.
What's that?
Yeah, no.
Kaiser Chiefs has been struggling with the soccer, and
I have lots of theories about that.
But we're going to get into that.
We'll talk about that.
We're going
lots
to
of
get
theories
into
about
that. We start off with cricket.
100%.
And I managed to wake up for the MLC, the Major League Cricket. And I watched Seattle Ockers versus Super Kings, Texas Super Kings. It's tough to wake up at 2 a.m.
Sure.
Why is America playing cricket? Anyway.
Well, look, it's the same. We wake up for Aussie, for Ashes. We wake up for Australia. Fair enough. I think. Well, look, they have to start somewhere.
Sure.
It's going to be a long road because I guess
but the way the international players are just hammering these locals, but just boy balls at short of a length
and it's gone.
It's a proper length. They're supposed to be running it down for one. Jason Roy is just rocking back and hitting over cover for 6. Henry Claassen was just on another level.
So some guys are having a net session.
It's a net session, and most of those American guys, they are net bowlers. They are not prepared for I don't think the States is ready for international cricket.
But they have to by fire, by force.
I promise you.
They must learn.
That's the only way to learn.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, it's only the international players that are performing.
True.
Because like someone like Wayne Parnell, yes, fine, he got David Miller, was a jeffer. He pitched outside off stump to hit his off stump, and David Miller saw nothing. But then it's 135 k's an hour, so it wasn't express quick. And the pitches, I've seen that they're a little bit turkey, so it's too paced. When Quinton de Kock was interviewed, because Quinton de Kock got a 50 odd, then he went out silly, but literally he's standing on middle to off. Then the ball is pitched by an off spinner, ball is pitched outside off, and it just popped, and he gives it to Santner at short cover. It was a stupid dismissal, but then you would understand that the pitches are not suited for cricket.
It's going to take some time.
It's going to take time for everyone to get acquainted, but for the most part, the international batters, they are just hammering the ball. They don't care where it's going. They're just hammering the ball.
So it must be. They must. Yeah. Look, these guys will have to figure it out.
They have to.
I think, as I said, it's the best way to grow. But they will be in the dressing room with international
That's
players.
the thing. I think that experience you can.
They'll learn how to train with international players. They'll figure out the mindset. So it can only be a positive. Look at what the IPL has done for all your regular Indian players, because now they're basically rubbing once a year for almost 2 months. They're rubbing shoulders with the best of the best.
Yes.
Hence, India will keep producing.
They will always produce.
Because
but then my point now is, yes, you've got Major League cricket, and it's their first time. So we understand that it's not going to be as best.
Yes.
Yet SA20 was the best. What's the difference?
We were a cricket player. Oh, but we were a cricket playing nation. We were a cricket playing nation, so decks are already good. The outfields are good. Yes. The publicity is good. So you don't need to sell cricket to a South African.
Yeah, true.
It's a quick sell. So even the management, the guys managing the staff, they'll know exactly what to do, know how to treat it. So we have a one up, I guess, because they're literally starting from scratch.
Yeah.
So I know the West Indies used to play a bit of cricket in Florida and trying to raise the profile of the game.
Profile, yes, yeah.
So now I think it's for it to go. So maybe in 4 World Cups time, the USA might be hammering.
That's 16 years.
16 years time they'll be hammering. They'll be hammering people.
You never know.
You never know.
I think the Americans have got this thing of everything has to be done. They want to do everything. In as much as most of those are foreigners.
Yeah.
Because did you see Dan Pitt is an American now?
Yeah. He oh yes, he's playing for the US. I remember he went across.
Exactly. Plunkett is playing for the US.
Yes.
Rusty Theron, David Visa.
Is he going to?
Yeah.
But isn't he Namibia?
Exactly.
So he jumped ship again.
Yeah.
Man.
So he jumps ship from South Africa, goes to
Namibia, plays the World Cup. Says, "Shop guys, thank you.
Cheers.
I want another World Cup this side."
Yeah.
Well, look.
What a life, huh?
It's interesting.
What a life.
We missed the trick, my man.
We did.
Really missed the trick.
We did.
I'm gonna go home and think about this again.
Like, no, he's a local. I'm like, Dan Pitt. Since when is he a local?
Yeah, I remember he left. He retired, and then from SA, because he played a couple of test matches.
Yes, he did.
Then he retired. Then he left.
So I think he needed 2 or 3 test matches. Then
yes, and that's it. Look, kudos to him. Kudos to him. Sure. No, let it be so. Let it be so. I think let the game grow. Let the game grow.
I was actually thinking the same thing with the current squad. Like your Quinton de Kock, if he was to move, yes, obviously he's going to perform, but then there's really no point in him moving because he's currently making the squad. With David Visa, because he wasn't making the squad. With Namibia, yes, but then
it was tough. It was tough for him to get involved. Yeah. So that makes sense. It's another avenue for players who are just on the outskirts, because cricket is tough. You can only play 11 guys.
That's the thing.
And generally those 11 guys are going to play week in, week out. So
yes, yeah. And you can see as well with the Americans, they don't care about the game, man. Because for the most part, everyone that is there is Indian or from Oman or wherever. Americans don't really care about cricket.
I hope it will change. But the one thing I do know about Americans, when they do enter something, they want to be the best at whatever they're going to do.
They'll throw money at everything.
They'll throw money at everything, and if look at what they did with rugby. They weren't quite there, and they decided, okay, cool, we're going to put in an effort. We're going to get players across. We're going to fund this thing. We're going to make sure that we get somewhere.
Yeah.
So, I'm quite sure.
And
3 World Cups time.
This thing of getting players across, why aren't we doing it in Africa? Don't we have? Is it money thing? Is it a money thing? Or there's not enough luxuries to lure guys across?
I don't know.
Or we are fine. And if we are fine, why aren't we winning a World Cup?
You, the Proteas. You, guys. Heartbreak since 1999.
It's been too long. Man.
Heartbreak, guys.
It's been too long.
The Proteas.
Will Africa ever get a cricket World Cup? Because South Africa is the closest that can.
It really is. We have to. I don't know when, but we have to. We can't, guys. I can't brag. Not even once. I can't brag once. Yes. I have a World Cup. Anytime. Three. 4 is coming. No, 4. Yeah. So, it's hard, guys, and we beat everybody. Put us in a series. We'll wipe the floor with you. Put us in a series, no problem. Hey, put us in a competition, guys.
It's a different story.
Absolutely.
Anyway, we're celebrating the fifers, and when Pano got a fifer, Chris Walks got a fifer. I think Chris Walks in the Ashes is the most underrated bowler, all-rounder. Do you rate Chris Walks?
I always have. Always have. He has a fantastic, clean action.
Very clean.
Very clean, very simple, very uncomplicated, great control of the ball.
Yeah.
He just suffered from just that he's unfortunate that his rise coincided with Stuart Broad and James Anderson. So what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? I think a lot of South African bowlers struggled because, it was Alan Donald and Sean Pollock, then Makhaya Ntini and Sean Pollock, and then Dale Steyn and Makhaya Ntini. So, sometimes some people popped up out of nowhere. So a lot of seamers, guys like Andre Nel, Manenta Heyyyy, they couldn't get in. They couldn't get in. So Chris Wilkes it's just unfortunate that there's Stuart Broad and James Anderson who've got like 1,300 wickets between them.
Insane, right? And speaking of Stuart Broad, because he also celebrated 600.
Taking 600 sticks.
That's for a fast bowler.
That's very impressive.
Insane.
That's extreme.
Usually you hear about
166 test matches.
That's insane.
That's madness.
That is mad. And you look at Stuart Broad and you're thinking, oh wow, he's just a fast tall bowler, but cheapers.
He's got great control. I think when he first burst onto the scene, he's getting better. When he burst on the scene, I didn't think he would get this far.
Me too,
I'll be honest.
Exactly. This is just want to be a fly by now.
Yeah, he'll play a couple of test matches, 60, 70, then he'll get moved on. But no, kudos to him. He's done the work. He's a really great bowler.
Now that combination of Jimmy Anderson and him.
Yeah, he owns David Warner.
Oh, he's in his pocket. You're chilling in my pocket, boy.
Not this Ashes. The last Ashes in England.
Yeah.
When Jofra Archer was playing.
Oh yeah.
And Brodie had Warner's number, and I think for the three or four test matches, David Warner tinkered with his technique for each and every single test match, and nothing worked.
And still failed.
And one of the most fascinating battles, nothing worked. And this series has been a bit different. Yeah. But still, you can see the trauma, the PTSD is there. The PTSD is there. Real. And the crowd knows about it, so the crowd are on him. So that's what I love about the sport. That's the thing about cricket.
Yeah.
There's the great stuff.
Yeah.
That you know that this man has your number and you're trying to counteract this number, and you can't. And tomorrow morning you have to bat again with a new ball and ask the same questions and try to answer them.
And still the same thing.
So Wilkes's quality. I think Wilkes walks into any other team.
Walk into
any other team, no problem. Yeah. But at least England have the financial capacity and they can still the contracts to maneuver, and they've got a white ball side, they've got a red ball side. Brodie and Anderson don't play any white ball cricket, so Wilkes can play both.
And the thing is, there is enough money in ECB. Say you're only gonna play white ball cricket, and we'll pay you for that. And you still get a grade A contract.
100%.
That I don't think we're getting that in Africa. We don't have that kind of money.
We don't have that kind of money. We have to. I don't know where it's going to come from. I don't know when it will come from, but we don't have that, unfortunately.
Because imagine if KG was just playing red ball cricket only. You'll be further away.
You saw his numbers in the last in the temperature cycle.
Yeah.
Played a third of the test matches that the guys did in top wicket taker.
Yeah. So imagine if he was just focused on red ball cricket.
Mind blowing. His strike rate is incredible.
Cricket will be something else.
Yeah, it's just
that boy has been phenomenal season in, season out.
It's just sad that we don't play enough Test cricket because we have the players to counter those Stuart Broad and James Anderson numbers with ease.
He would get the 600
if he played them amount easily.
Yeah.
But we know that they have. Look at Dale Steyn.
Yeah.
I know, hey, James Anderson, still, Dale Steyn
you're giving them more
is the best
to play
fast bowler I have ever seen. Exactly. Maybe prior to Glenn McGrath, prior to the 90s, I think the 90s is on his own, but just after the 90s, he's the best I've ever seen. Subcontinent, everywhere.
In England with the juke ball still.
Everywhere, because I'm not going to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock to watch James Anderson bowl in India.
Nah, never.
Or Stuart Broad.
I'll watch the highlights.
But you got
3, 4.
Exactly, great. But Steyney's going to hoop it around corners. He's going to reverse swing it. So that's the difference. But unfortunately,
Yeah, then Heyyyy as well. He's another underrated bowler. He got a 5 as well this test.
Josh is good. He's always been good. Very quiet, goes about his work. I think I first spotted him in the 19 World Cup.
Yeah.
Really looked the part. And they said right then, future Australian bowler.
Yeah.
I think then I think there was just obviously too much competition at the time. But once he broke through, his quality is worth every single cent they're paying him.
Yeah.
Holds his line well. It never errs, except for when he was being pasted about, I think yesterday, by when Jack Crowley was on the move.
We're still gonna talk about Jack Crowley, but
yeah.
I've seen clean hundreds. I have had
He was at a runner ball.
Yeah.
Some stage. He was a runner ball some stage.
189 of 181 balls.
That's
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
That's redonkulous.
And mind you, I don't think Zach Crowley's that good.
No.
Just personal.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't rate it.
Or maybe he doesn't. He hasn't given me the fizz yet.
I don't have it.
And he still has
I don't have it.
Yeah. No.
Nah, but that was clean. Man.
It was something
Credit
else.
where it's due.
No. It's a stunning.
Proper.
Stunning 100, as good as Mitch Marsh's 100 the other day, because that was also
clean,
something special.
Big hitting.
There's a point.
I was even worried with that. I was even telling my wife that this is amazing because Mitch Marsh comes in for Cam Green. Cam Green is injured, gets 100, a quality 100 as well, almost a running ball.
Yeah.
I think it was 118
Yeah.
of 120
Yeah.
odd balls. He gets that 100. What now? Because Cam Green is ready to come back.
You have to keep him.
And you can't. Yeah, the guy is in form, top form. Because those sixes were huge.
He pulled wood off the front foot.
148.
148 off the front foot. Off the front foot, guys. It was in front of square.
In front of square. Effortless.
You know that just tell you guys. You know when. You know when you play club cricket now, and they pull your fastest ball in front of square. What they're telling you is this guy is slow.
He's slow.
He's too slow. I saw him.
Yeah, so the rest are nonsense. In front of square. Bets are nice. Bets are good. Obviously,
obviously, but still, you've still got to see it. You've got to see it. You've got to see it, guys. You've got to see it. That is something else. To be pulled. To be pulled in front of square it's something else.
That is quick.
It's like pulling Renga in front of square.
Yeah.
Chief.
Easy.
Huh? Renga, no, go, try again.
Yeah.
Go, try again.
Fetch,
or pulling Slages. Slages, too slow, man.
There is a boy who plays for Old Parks. He put Mike Chinos in front of in the Jersey Cup, but
I heard about it.
What's the boy's name?
I heard about it.
But his name at the tip of my tongue. Big boy, man, righty. Mikey comes in.
Is it tall guy?
Tall boy.
Is it not Tian something?
What's his name?
Is it Barnard?
No,
it's not Barnard.
No. It's an Afrikaans boy, man. We'll find it out. We'll find out. If you know, please comment in the comment section.
Yeah, let us know. Mikey got it.
Mikey comes in, balls a bouncer, right in front of square, right to the nets, but straight up, it bounced right by the nets.
Yeah, ball something else because this is not working.
Comes back, fuller one, he goes straight to Damlin, but straight. Yeah. So I'm screaming at Mike and I'm like, what now? It's like, I'm trying everything. It's not working.
This is why you don't play cricket in the winter, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. I'm like, why are you bowling short, especially at the back? You can't.
Yeah, no, it's gonna sit up and say.
Yeah, it's just gonna sit. And no matter how quick you are, it will sit. So, yeah. Anyway, we're still talking about Will Nezod getting a fifth.
A five.
Then King Collie. 76 tons. Collie is not normal, but...
Actually, let me remove my hat. Guys, Virat Kohli is... Yeah. I've had the pleasure of watching, in my lifetime, Brian Lara, Sachin Tendulkar, Ricky Ponting, Damian Martin, Michael Atherton to an extent.
Hussey as well gets in there.
Hussey.
Yeah.
But that guy is phenomenal.
But
Kohli's phenomenal, guys. I've never seen his purpose, his demeanor. Like, he's ready to go.
7,600 is a lot, bro. That's a lot, bro.
7,600 runs in hundreds alone.
Only.
So he's 23 short of
Don Bradman.
No, 23 short of Sachin. Sachin's got 99.
Yeah, exactly.
No, sorry, he's got 100, so he's 24 short.
Yes, 100s.
That's mine.
And it's going.
It's mine. He can still play for another 3-4 years. 33. Yeah, he can still go.
He's still bro.
Cover drive is clean. The leg glance is clean. The back foot punch is clean.
No, Virat Kohli is not normal.
No, it's ridiculous.
And the thing is, one thing about it, I always say to the kids that I coach that when you walk in, you must change the game.
Yeah.
Virat Kohli walks in and hits the ball to long on, and he takes a quick single. Proper is looking for two. It's going straight to the fielder, but he's looking for two.
No, but there's something about that. I think just sometimes especially when you're in the field and a batter walks in, and the first balls and the guy just goes, but it comes right at the middle. Yeah. Even if it's just a dot, he goes waiting no, and everyone looks up and says, okay. It could be a long day. It could be a long day today, and then he just takes the game away from you. Yeah. And that is something. So if you can do that as a batter, very few batters can, but if you do that as a batter, just.
And the thing is, we always say Virat Kohli has got this arrogance, but that is what works for him.
It's well deserved.
And especially if teams want to challenge you with this arrogance, you're gonna fetch.
The Aussies tried to talk to him, backfired. Remember, eventually, Brian was like, "Okay, guys, we're not talking to you right anymore. Let's not talk to him anymore because clearly, when we talk, it gets worse."
So let's be quiet.
Yeah. You can't. It's like chirping a guy when he's just hit 100. You can't. When he's in the 80s, you just keep quiet now.
Exactly.
You keep quiet now. You chirp him 20s, 30s, 40s. Once
it's 80 odd.
Zip it, guys.
Insane.
Yeah,
I think it comes back again to that 100 with Joshua. If you're betting with Virat Kohli, a person of such high demeanor, experience, confidence, surely, if you just listen to every word that is telling you at the end of the over,
you'll be good to go. You'll be good to go.
And that was that boy. And the thing is, at first I was like, West Indies has got a crap bowling lineup. Their bowling lineup is amazing.
Yeah.
Joseph is still coming in and quick. Roach is still coming in bowling quick. And he's still able to maneuver all that. That was brilliant. No. That was on another level.
No, Virat, they don't call him King Kohli for no reason. King, I know Joe Root is top of the pops right now. But as a personal perspective, King Kohli is for me any day. I think King Kohli, Joe Root, then Steve Smith for me in this current. And then and then maybe Baba Azam in 4 because he's also good to
underrated.
Watch. Very much so.
Poor but quality.
Very much so.
If you put Baba and Kohli, the two are hand in hand, technique wise and everything. Yeah. But Baba is just underrated.
Yeah, I think his time is coming.
It's coming.
Yeah, he had a good. Was it good? Not last year, the year before that. He had a really great season. Yeah. So I just hope for more. But they must play more cricket. But then again, that's the problem. The monopoly of the game.
Not playing more cricket.
England, Australia, India, England, Australia. Boring. But what can we do?
Yeah. So King Kohli, well done. Then Elise Perry, 6,000 runs in international cricket and 300 wickets. She's the first in the women's and first in the males in Australia to score. Imagine the talent that Australia has ever had. None of them have surpassed this in 124 innings.
Sure.
That.
And they don't play that much cricket.
Yes.
So longevity one.
Yeah. That girl is...
Talent.
Yeah. That girl is a boy.
That's really impressive.
That's impressive. That's on another level, honestly.
6,000 runs, 300 wickets.
That's a lot.
That's an all. That's a quality all-rounder.
Yes. Yeah. You're handy with the bat.
With the ball. That's irreplaceable. Actually, that's irreplaceable.
She can walk into any team, anytime.
Yeah. No.
With such stats.
Yeah. No. She can walk into the Proteas. Now.
Currently.
Yeah.
Now.
Can make space. Who are all-rounders?
Who are we taking out? Dwayne Pretoria.
Yeah. Dwayne. Bye-bye. Dwayne. Bye-bye. Petlugwayo. Elise is here.
Elise is coming.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later.
Cheers. Nothing personal.
Yeah, no, it's just numbers. Numbers don't lie. That's all we're saying.
Moeen Ali also got 3,000 test runs and 200 wickets.
And he was retired.
He's also quiet. And he was retired.
He's quiet.
Went away,
And goes about his business. Very talented. Great eye.
Yeah.
Great hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I didn't really think much of him till he started playing EpL.
Yeah.
And hitting the ball clean.
I was surprised that you got an EpL gig, and I'm like, Moeen Ali.
Yeah. When he played for England, I saw there's something there, but it didn't quite grab me.
Not enough to get you an EpL contract.
But his quality is he's shown it now. You know, for Ben Stokes to text him and say, "Listen, Ashes, I need you." And he said, "Sharp." Yeah. That's something. Yeah. So.
But then at the same time, I don't think Moeen Ali got the EpL contract because of what he can do. Do you think? I think so.
His
race played a part as well.
No. I think quality. his quality does shine through.
No, but then his numbers were not good enough to get you. If that was the case, why did Hashim Amla only get 1 gig in the IPL?
I think that's just favoritism. I think it's just favoritism. But it can't be boring because Hashim's the fastest. He's fast. He's the fastest to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 runs.
They did not give him. Kings did not retain him because they said he's boring.
How can someone who scored runs be boring?
Exactly.
At faster than a runner ball, how can they be boring?
How is it boring?
But I just think that in general, South African players are not. They don't take us serious, man.
I guess so.
They don't take us serious.
Yeah.
They think about it. They don't take it. People refuse to put, like, no one, when we're talking about fast bowlers, no one talks about Dale Steyn.
None.
Nobody talks
about. It's never existed.
How? No one talks about Makhaya Ntini.
Yeah. It's like they never. Like,
no one talks about Sean
Dale
Pollock.
Steyn at least. Makhaya, nothing. The fact that he spanned his career 23 years without an injury, no one talks about that.
Man woke up and ran every day before them.
Imagine everyone else
every morning. Guys are sore, but guys are sore because he was. I know he's taking a jog to the field. He's fit. He's ready to go.
Every single.
No ways, guys.
That's insane, and no one talks about it.
No, they need to put respect on that man's name.
We have to.
Absolutely.
We have to respect Maka. Besto, cup time with the gloves. Comes back this innings. It was a good one. But what I love the most is there's a catch that he got off Alex Carey.
Yeah.
He was wrong.
Yeah.
He was even surprised. Like,
yeah, I caught it. I think it was with Mitch Marsh. I caught it.
Oh, it's Marsh. Yes,
yeah. Good grab. Very good grab.
Very good catch.
Actually, interesting. I don't know if you heard his interview last night after he scored that.
I just listened to it, yes, just before we recorded.
He's actually been through a lot, eh?
Lots.
Yeah, apparently he's got a plate and a wire through his ankle, and because I don't know, he rolled over whatever that golf accident before. So basically rehabilitated for 9 months. He's now playing Ashes cricket in 10 months' time. So he's been through a lot. A lot. And I think we also forget the hardships that professional sports people go through. Because we just see them walk on the field, deliver or not deliver.
We want them to deliver. Then if they don't deliver, we're quick to scrutinize.
Little did we know, the amount of sacrifice, to get fit, to get ready, to know whether they'll ever be able to play again after that kind of accident. So,
And what it does to you mentally, because you're still young, and you still feel like I still have another 5-6 years to go. And all of a sudden, this may be the end of my career.
And then that's that.
I still remember Ben Stokes went away for a year. And everyone was sort of like judging him. Why did he go? And then say it's on my mental health. I needed that space.
That break.
For him to take a break from international cricket, I think that was strong of him as well, to say, yes, in as much as I'm scoring runs and doing and I'm having fun, but then if my mental health is not at stake, my mental health nothing is worth my mental
sacrificing.
Yeah.
I think maybe because, from us being amateurs, whatnot, because we see the dream, we're like, okay, but you're playing cricket for your country. I mean, what do you mean?
Why would you say you want to stop and fix your mental health?
But then we think about it, say, okay, you have a 9-to-5 and you play cricket. Sometimes you have a crappy week, and then you've got to you got to perform on a Sunday, and you got to be around people. Maybe you're not feeling and smile. You're not up to it, so. I guess it's multifaceted, but because we watch them on TV and we idolize them and we want to be in their shoes, we think that everything has to be roses. It can't. What do you mean? You need a break. Break from what?
From what? Exactly.
You're in the middle playing in front of a crowd.
And the thing is, we're going to realize that even us as chatting about cricket, you get to a point where you're going to burn out. But someone else is looking at us and thinking, these guys are having the time of their life. They just sit and talk about cricket or talk about sport. But at some point, you get to a point where, my mental health
comes first. I need to take a break.
Yeah. And it's important for gents, especially in sport, to have those reflections.
Yeah.
Speak to that mental coach.
Yeah.
What does a guy do when they're dropping catches? Do you really think Johnny Besto walked in and say, today I'm dropping 4? I'm dropping 4 catches even if they are sitters, and I'm going to make sure that I get buys. No.
But you've played some games, no? Sometimes you feel like it's on purpose. Sometimes.
But the thing is, there's
no one that walks out.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But then, us as the fans, we never give them that slack. Like, what? You got out for a string of ducks. Yeah. Virat Kohli went through
that lean patch. That
was proper.
And everyone was like, no, he's finished.
Like, he's done.
He's done for.
And get out of the squad.
He's like, guys, what?
Pick him. I'm like, Virat Kohli didn't score runs in a year and still he was averaging 35. But
it was more than that. It was more than that. It just dropped below 40.
Yes.
It just dropped
And
below
he
40.
was not scoring runs.
So think about all the other runs he scored to buffer that.
To buffer that. Then you say, no, you mustn't be in the side.
Madness.
So I think as fans, we don't give them that space to say, it's okay to fail.
I think because...
When they do, it's okay.
Yeah, I think because of the height of, professional sport, you expect someone to... Because you're the best of the best.
Yeah,
you're the best person in the country at number 4.
If you're representing your country,
you are the best number 4 in the country, basically.
Yeah.
So, we expect you to go every time. Because even Steve Smith's having a tough time now.
Yes,
he scored that 100 in the first test.
But still,
now since then it hasn't come off yet. Him and Manus actually.
Yeah. I see Manus is on 70 odds, 80 odds today.
Let's hope he scores because he's only been good in Australia.
That's the thing. The thing. And everyone rated him based on Australia. And they said, no, let him go to the subcontinent. Let him go to England. Then we're going to
have a look-see. Yeah, let him come to South Africa.
Let him come here. Exactly.
See how it goes. But yeah.
Besto on 99, Jimmy Anderson still has a ball to face through the over. And guess what he does? He tries to flick it. Or whatever that he was trying to do. Who does that?
The Burnley Lara. They call him the Burnley Lara.
But
he had
for the amount of experience that is in Jimmy Anderson, just block the hell out of it. But
have you betted the number 11 before? Just see out the 2 balls. Just see out the 2 balls and we'll go again next time.
Just 2.
Okay. Wild swing. Middle stump out the ground. No, sorry, it was there.
It was there. It was there, but your head was going to mid wicket. Dumbass.
That's painful. I'm sure Johnny probably his heart sank for a while.
It was a very good 99.
Very good
really
99.
Beautiful one.
Hitting that ball hard, clean striking, clean striking.
I think there was a little bit of revenge as well from the previous dismissal.
Yeah.
Trying to prove a point that he was hitting.
No, he was hitting the ball hard.
He was hitting it hard.
Australia didn't have an answer.
Yeah. I think also for Australia to go in with part-time spinners playing in Manchester, how does that work? Because that's hurting them.
I don't understand. Maybe even at the Wanderers, I would still pick a spinner.
You still need.
You have to pick a spinner.
You have to.
Because eventually everything becomes the same.
Yeah. After day 3,
it's arrogant. It's arrogant. I don't understand why you would not pick. You've taken someone on tour who you believe is a potential successor to Nathan Lyon, right? You give him a test match. It goes okay, and then you drop him the next one. And you can see this is my space.
But then at the same time, where must he be?
Cam Green shouldn't have played.
But then Cam Green, remember, if you're dropped from the squad because of injury, automatically you have to come back.
It doesn't say horses for courses, my mate. So why must the spinner suffer? Look at them now. Why must the spinner suffer for someone's ego?
Because as a selector as well, you're thinking Cam Green was injured, hence Mishmash came in.
That's cool.
But then you can't then drop Mishmash because he's in form.
Then Cam Green's the person who couldn't play. It's unfortunate, but he didn't play. So let the spinner play. How then? What are you telling the spinner?
We don't have faith in him.
Yes. I'm gonna go with another seamer.
So I would rather go.
And we'll let Travis head ball and Steve Smith and Marnus Labuschagne in case.
But then Travis Head was being pumped.
Because he's a part-time
spinner.
So basically, it's the same thing. I come to your job, your workplace. I take the security guard. I say, right, I'm going to make the security guard the supervisor. And then, you are there. You know the job. I'm going to make him the supervisor. When you were the assistant supervisor. Jeez. What does that tell you?
Oh, man.
It's painful. It doesn't make any sense at all. Let him play. He's going to get hit. He's going to learn. He has to learn. He's going to get better. Nathan Lyon wasn't automatically the best spinner in the Australian setup. He had to get there. So if you don't give him the opportunity...
Yeah, then what?
Yeah, and he played 100 consecutive test matches. That says something.
It says something, yeah.
And then you don't have a spinner.
And it's hurting them. I think
it must.
At this point in time, because this is day 4, they're trailing by 120 odd. How much of a total do they need to going into day 5? And anything with England is defendable. With Bester's confidence, Root has come back now. Zach Roll is coming from almost a double 100. It's just what score, even if it's 200, they'll chase it down. Right?
Minimum 250. You got to give minimum 250, Jay.
If Martinez gets out, Steve Smith is struggling.
Yeah.
That's screwed.
Yeah. No, minimum 250. There's no coming back. Minimum 250. Minimum. That's it for me. Minimum 250. Otherwise
you're playing for a draw.
Yeah.
Oh man. Women's World Cup. Oh, we're done with cricket. Finally, we're done with cricket. Yay!
Moving to something else now.
Okay, we move on to the women's soccer.
Yeah.
World Cup.
Banyana.
Banyana. Actually, I watched, I think US was playing, was it England or US was playing Vietnam.
Yeah.
And I felt like there were too many. Yes, it's like everyone is on the ball. With 10 girls that are on the same ball. Like, no.
Maybe the Vietnamese probably struggle, but the US have a solid team. They're a solid team. They're World Cup winners. You know, England as well, playing great football. Banyana, I would love to see us do extremely well.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to pan out because we hardly play international opposition that much. But
Is that so? Is it a money thing?
I think it's a money thing. I think it's absolutely a money thing. But a lot of our women are playing abroad. So
at least they're getting the experience.
So it gives me the world to come. A lot of our women are playing abroad.
Yeah.
We do need to improve the state of our local. The Cecil Women's League needs to get better, but at least we're getting there. But I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. We're not African champions by mistake, not at all.
Do you think we'll get it into the playoffs?
Around the 16, it'll be tough because we've got Sweden, we've got Argentina.
Sweden, yeah. How good a team is Sweden? Because we're playing Sweden.
They're a good side
tomorrow.
They are a good side. One of the better sides in Europe. One of the better sides in Europe. So it's going to be a tough game. But I still think we can beat them.
Nothing is.
Yeah, it's not Bafana. So
with Bafana, you have to think twice.
But I still think we can beat them. I think if we show up and play the football we know we can do, we'll do just fine. We'll do just fine. Fingers crossed. We're supporting them all the way. We'd love just a change in narrative, man. Especially when your international teams are doing well, it just changes the mood in the country.
It does.
Because things are things are a little hectic. We've got gas explosions all over the show, and
there's just so much negative.
And look at what happened in the Box World Cup. We just for a little while, just forget about your problems for a little while, man.
Some sort of positivity.
Because a national team is a representation of you. So you want them to do well. If they don't do well, it just dampens the mood. So
do you think the girls struggle with confidence when it comes to the big stage? But then I don't think so.
No, I don't think
most
so.
Most of them are already playing.
They're playing in Europe, so I think they're well equipped. I think our women players are actually better equipped in terms of playing abroad than our men's side. So I think they'll be fine.
So
they'll be fine. They're playing in top league or top women league across the countries across the globe, so they'll be fine. They know some of those pitches already. They know the atmosphere. They're used to, so we'll be okay. I really think we'll be okay.
Yeah, let's hope so. Because, the stuff that you spoke about last time from playing in Sakani Stadium and all that, you're like, ladies, it's in as much as we are African champions and you're playing at such a poor field or poor environment, facility, to then go to Australia where it's amazing. Like everything in Australia is just world class, from the fans, the stadiums, everything. I would feel that as an African, you kind of feel like intimidated.
I think maybe a little bit, but I think after a while it should shrug off. I think they should be fine. Maybe some of the local players might struggle a bit, but I think there's enough experience in that group.
There's more that are playing outside
abroad. So I think there's enough experience in that group to push them along, and it'll be a great learning curve for some of the people who haven't played on such a big stage before.
Yeah. Pumza.
Yes, sir.
What is your prediction for tomorrow's game? For the Bafana.
I don't even know what's playing.
We are playing. Banyana is playing Sweden.
Yeah. Banyana 3, Sweden 2.
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah. I'm with it. 3-2.
Okay.
Sabashaya 3-2.
What are you going with? Comment down below. I'm going 2-1 or 2-0. Unfortunately, I don't think Banyana is going to win.
Harry, we need to go and bet tonight. Maybe we're gonna win.
Actually, I think let me.
We can't be thinking all the same thing.
We should.
One of us is to go and gamble.
Exactly, go gamble.
City Betway, and see how we come out.
Hey,
you know what? Get some McDonald's.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, let's see. If we're saying Sweden is one of the best teams, because I saw what America was doing to Vietnam, and it was not because Vietnam cannot play soccer. It was because you can see that they are two different ball games.
Yeah.
Firstly, because America's confidence is just on another level, and Vietnam is so scared of letting go of the ball. So much so that even the striker is coming to mark.
Yeah, no, I think probably intimidation, because I think the US women's side, obviously they're fully professional.
Yes.
I think from what I heard a couple of months ago, so last year, so they're getting the same salary as the men's.
Wow.
So, they are full on. They are
full on professional.
On professional side. So, yeah, it's basically like, the English cricket team versus Randburg Premier. So, there's gonna be a bit of nerves. Obviously. I'm playing against someone I see on TV, someone I idolize. So maybe they're a bit shell shocked. But I think with stuff like that, be shell shocked for like a couple of minutes, then realize, okay, you know what, we're both on this field at the same time, which means we both deserve to be here.
We deserve to be
here. So
can you check for us the pool? What do we have in that pool? Because I understand that we are playing
Sweden, Argentina. I can't remember
we're playing Argentina next Friday.
Yeah.
The spaces between these games is just too much, isn't it?
No, it's fair. It's probably
playing tomorrow.
That's once a week. Yes, basically once a week. Yeah, World Cup it'll be.
For the World Cup, who is Banyana in the same pool with?
I know, yeah. It's Sweden, Argentina, someone else.
I know we're gonna play Argentina.
Yeah, no,
we don't have USA in the same.
No, we're not in the same pool. We would have heard all about it if that is the case. We would have heard all about it. Which means if Vietnamese were going to pick up some points,
Some points,
yeah,
exactly.
we knew already 3 points.
Because I think Vietnam is the weakest link in the US.
In that group, yeah. So everyone will probably looking to target 3 points.
Target 3 points from them, yeah. Are you winning?
Yeah, connection.
It doesn't want to work. It's Saturday.
Exactly.
No, it's fine.
We'll wait.
We'll wait.
We're talking enough.
Let's no. But yeah, that's.
Gosh, why am I not getting
that? It'll come.
Anyway, it'll come.
Harry, please Google with your phone.
I shall.
Let's see.
Oops. Fighting with a microphone here.
I can see the teams and all that, but I don't know. I can't find who's playing with who.
No, we don't want who's playing with who. We just want the pool.
Oh, yeah, but look at my goal. It's not showing anything right now. Yeah. I don't know, it's too slow.
Let's see. Sweden, Argentina, and... Come on now.
You see, it wasn't me. It's the Wi-Fi.
Hey, where are you guys?
Mozambique went to the World Cup.
Yeah.
So you see, we've got USA.
No, Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
And Italy.
How can that happen? Yeah, that's going to be very interesting.
How many teams are in a pool? 4?
It should be 4. According, unless I know otherwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
We don't stand a chance. There is even Congo. Maybe Congo is the weakest.
So 6. Here? No. No, don't worry about Congo. That's qualifying. That's for Olympic qualifiers. Okay. So it's 5 teams. Okay, that's interesting.
So US is in our side.
Yeah. That's going to be a good game.
Tougher.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game though. I think.
It makes it even tougher.
Yeah, no, but I've got faith in the ladies.
Okay, ladies. Don't disappoint Fumza and Harry.
I've got faith in the ladies. I've got faith in the ladies.
Don't disappoint them.
If it was Bafana, I'd be like, we're coming home early. Coming home early.
Next flight out.
Yeah? Even our World Cup 2010, you didn't have to come home. We were just here early.
It's like a vacation.
Yeah, it's a short
mini
one.
vacation.
Mini vacation.
Do you guys remember the atmosphere around the 2010 World Cup?
It's insane. Exactly.
Then once you got knocked out,
That's
everything, we were just bored now.
After Spiro Chabalala scored that goal, like, no, Bafana.
I think we're too passionate.
Exactly. Anyway, moving on. Congratulations to Bafana for making it to the big stage. Banyana.
Hey,
And
hey.
yeah.
Yeah, don't credit the wrong people. Don't credit the wrong people. They'll come claim your credit. So thank you.
Thank you. Let's hope they do well tomorrow. By the time this airs, Banyana would have played, so we'll see.
Yeah, 3-2. 3-2.
That's all I'm
3-2.
saying.
We're collecting Petway. 3-2.
I'm going 2-0. Sweden, unfortunately.
Where's the
So
faith?
It's not lack
So
of
who's
faith.
scoring 2?
Sweden.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not Banyana, not
You know
me.
where I'm coming from with the score line.
Yeah.
It's based on confidence and world stage.
Have you watched Banyana
We
lately?
can
I
jam,
get that.
guys. We
I
can
get
jam,
that.
guys.
But then they are playing on a very big stage with people that are used to the big stage
You
We are the champions of
underestimating these
Africa.
people.
in Africa.
Yeah,
You
but we are the champions of
underestimating these
Africa.
people.
This is
Sweden are the
Africa.
champions. We are
These
still the
women can
champions.
play, hey?
We are still the champions.
I promise you.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
all I'm
Banyana,
saying.
What are you
prove me
gonna
wrong.
buy us if we win the bet?
We'll get you another good.
I don't.
I mean,
Another liar.
yeah, I mean,
Obviously,
Yeah.
we will
I
love
mean-
it.
works for
Okay,
me.
I'll get you guys McDonald's.
There we go.
Yeah,
We choose, ne?
exactly.
Okay.
Cheers.
Sorted.
Next
Don't
week,
go-
when are we recording again?
Next week, Thursday.
How can we record Thursday? Or
No,
we already
Wednesday.
have?
Record
Wednesday. So we will be eating McDonald's
Yes,
in the next
right
episode.
here.
Here, you
I'm
will
gonna
see.
sit there on the couch.
Yeah,
or
we'll
on
eat
the
McDonald's.
table.
Yeah,
You gonna
eating.
be a ghost,
There we go.
sounds good.
so they can watch us chowing.
Enjoy.
Nah, enjoyment.
Nah, enjoy.
Yeah.
Any chance you get, nah, enjoy.
So just know, 5 minutes of this podcast will be just us eating
Just
McDonald's.
chowing.
That's all.
That's all. Silence and chewing.
That's
That's
it.
it.
like that, those videos, mukbang or something like that.
Oh yeah, when they're just
Someone
eating. Just
shows themselves, record themselves just chowing.
is our lives that boring?
Clearly. And they've got 10 million views on those.
How?
things.
Why would
for
you watch
that.
someone not
Watch
eating,
it.
scoffing like?
Yeah.
I love it.
Huh?
I love it.
And she loves it.
I love it.
Why?
It's one of the things that I watch when I'm feeling, I'm not bored. A little bit of depression.
Sport. See, this is why
Go watch
sport.
sport.
Sport to
Yeah.
take care of all
Watch
these things.
sport.
Someone
No.
eating. Like,
How?
Oh, that sound.
No.
Oh my.
Oh, that ASMR stuff. Oh.
Honestly, yo.
Anyway, Springboks is playing Argentina.
Yeah. Next week, Saturday, Ellis Park.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah. Anybody want to give me some tickets, please,
I
please?
want to speak to Pam. Pam, can you organize us tickets?
Yo, guys, go watch the poker.
She is the Lions physio. So I'm sure.
I've got a pain here. Nepem, just here. Yeah, we must check it out.
Exactly.
Every time I try ball, it just
Sort us out.
shoots me in the neck there.
Sort us out.
No, that would be great. It's gonna be a game. I think we should beat Argentina quite comfortably. Even though Argentina is a really, really good side.
Yeah.
But I think we'll beat them comfortably.
Yeah.
Probably looking at our wounds from that New Zealand loss. And I think everything we're doing now is preps for the World Cup. So I'm expecting maybe a little bit more experimentation from Jacques.
Yeah.
In terms of his backline, because I know we're still searching for the right fly-off combination, fly-fullback combination. So I think maybe other guys, fringe players, will get a more of a run. But let's see what happens. I'm all in when it comes to the box. Hence, they broke my heart last week. But it's mended again. I'm ready to support.
But Argentina is still a good side.
No, they're a very, very good side. A very, very good side. They've always have been for the last decade or so.
Yeah.
Even longer than that. So it is a proper challenge. But I still think we'll come out top. We'll come up tops. Definitely. When it comes to the box, I never retreat. Never retreat when it comes. Always go forward when it comes to the box. Because you know exactly what they're gonna give you, and it's even teams know what they're gonna get, but they still can't counteract it. So
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. Premier League is back. English Premier League is
Yeah, starting I think August we're back in it. So it's preseason now. Teams are signing left, right, and center.
Who do you support?
I'm a United fan.
I'm
a United fan.
Yes.
It's been painful.
You see that shirt, but
It's been,
this year's shirt is beautiful.
It is, but I think the Springboks must take my money first. Have you seen the new Springbok jersey?
No, I haven't.
Oh, guys, that thing is so
So
nice.
which one are we going for, Pumps?
I haven't seen, bro.
Okay, just take a
Springbok
guess.
jerseys, is the one for me.
No,
But
I
it's still
can't,
green, though.
I can't just take I can't just.
It's still green.
choose.
Yeah, and it's still green. It's just the collar, man, the Nike tick, everything. I'm in.
Beautiful.
I'm in.
How
Yeah.
about the Manchester one? One of the boys was on tour in England, the Trinity boys, and him and the dad bought it. Oh, it's beautiful, man.
The problem these days I have with football kits, they change every season now.
Yeah, well.
That's the thing.
And it's
I'm
like-
gonna
it's like
buy-
4 million rand for one
I buy
top.
those jerseys all the time.
Yeah, but it's revenue for them.
It is revenue, but you guys, what about us who
And
are
for you,
faithful?
what is
Pele, that jersey
to
is,
look
it's
cool?
4 million rand
Looking
now.
good doesn't pay.
cool.
It's 4 million rand that jersey. So you buy one now, you wear it for
And we haven't been
12
in,
months
in
and
a
then-
stadium to watch cricket. When is the next game?
September
No.
15th, 17th. I think Australia is coming.
Is it?
Think
Yeah.
that-
Yes. I saw the tours confirmed. Yeah.
Australia is coming, so that will be, yeah.
Okay.
Looking forward to that.
So looking for, you brought us back to cricket when we're talking about Premier
I'm
League.
sorry.
You know, we'll just fall
Yeah.
in straight in.
So I'm glad that Harry and we support Manchester United. I think that's the only team in the world. In as much as we are struggling,
It's been hard, guys.
At least you'll cry together.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
celebrate
no, it's
together.
been hard, guys.
Because
It's
I
been
was
hard.
just praying that you're not Liverpool. I was
No.
like, no, Harry.
Why would I
Please
make
take
such-
your bags and leave, bro.
I know I make bad life decisions, but that is not one of them. That is definitely not one of them.
You are so glad it's not one of
No,
them.
Liverpool.
Oh.
Where would I even start?
There are people that support Arsenal as well. But
But I understand. If they're our age group, I understand because
yeah,
at the time
it-
Arsenal
it
was
goes
Arsenal.
away, Yes.
So, you know,
yeah.
that's why I
And
don't.
you can't run away from your team just because they're not doing well.
Ketile. Once you've chosen, you've
Exactly.
chosen. It's like now there's
We
no
are
man.
still Kaiser Chiefs fans since forever.
Okay. And let me just say, do you know that each time that you're touching the mic and moving it that way,
It making
it's
sound.
making boo 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 sounds.
Wow.
People are gonna think that we're at a funeral.
It's a sport, man. They're gonna think we're playing a game or something. Oh,
Anyway, okay, so Premier League is back. PSL is back as well.
Yeah, PSL's back soon. Also preseason. I know Pirates was in Spain.
Nice.
Doing preseason in Spain.
Nice.
I think their coach is Spanish, so I think he's got a couple of connections. So they're going to do
Wow.
some preseason training in Spain. Sundowns are where are they going? It was right here and it's gone. They're also going overseas to do some preseason training. Obviously, you know that Mazipe money is long.
That's man is
Long.
Exactly.
But
That's why I'm saying for Pirates, wow, nice. But for Mtsipe,
yeah, I know. But Pirates, they're a big commercial team
They
as well.
are,
They
though.
do
Yes.
pull a lot of revenue. So do Chiefs, even though
is Chiefs going on preseason?
they have to. I just don't know where they're going.
Overseas.
But I don't know where they're going.
Going
But they must
somewhere?
go do
They're
something.
going somewhere.
Yeah, they've also signed some players. They signed a South American guy. It's in Daniel. I forgot his surname. Castillo.
How good is
I've seen some highlights. He looks the part. He looks really good.
Yeah.
So I want to see how he adjusts to SA, how he adjusts to the
The
Vuvuzela,
Vuvuzela, the
and
noise.
you know
yeah.
the noise and playing in SA. So excited to see. So it's nice to see players from abroad, so sort of across the ocean, coming to play football in South Africa.
Yeah, I think we're always so used to us going that side, not them coming here.
So it shows that there is a bit of a product to sell in terms of the PSL.
Yeah.
Obviously, Sundowns is probably going to take the league again. It's kind of obvious.
They've got the money. They
But
buy the right players.
they're just miles ahead in terms of preparation, in terms of how they run their outfit, how they treat their players, all of that. They're just miles ahead.
Is Sundowns then performing at what is it?
CAF.
CAF.
Yeah. They were knocked out in the semis. I think they were knocked out in the semis the
So
last
they
time.
pushed through that.
No, yeah, I think they were two-time holders of the. When I say we, I mean South Africa. I'm not a Sundowns fan.
Yeah,
I mean South
I was
African.
about to say we.
Yeah, I'm not a Sundowns fan. I'm speaking. I'm claiming them as South African.
South Africa.
But I think they've won the CAF Champions League twice. Really good outfit. I think their model is superior. I think other teams need to find a way to copy it, even though they don't have the financial.
I think it's because of financial means.
But then copy copy
means.
the habits, copy, the understanding, the influence. Even though they don't have the money, but practice.
But then money influences.
No, it does. But mindset is not for free. Mindset doesn't cost.
No,
money.
but mindset is as a result of the money.
But now then copy the mindset and then because I think they've done the model for you. So just take the highlights.
Because remember, if I'm a player and I'm getting 20,000 rand, and there is a player that's getting 100,000 rand for the same job, our mindsets are going to be different.
Absolutely, but
Motivation
you're being paid 20,000 rand for a reason.
Because your club doesn't have money.
Or that's what you're currently worth.
But if the same player goes to another club, they're going to get 100,000.
But if Sundowns come and buy you, that means you're worth 100,000.
So if they don't, then you're not.
It goes both ways. All I'm just saying is that if you are cutting above, someone will come and pick you up.
If you're good enough. If you are good enough.
But you've got to have that mindset. Like the mindset is free. If you even in whatever sport you do, whatever you do, if your mindset is right, then everything else will generally.
Yeah.
And that's a third of the battle done.
Yeah.
But if you're still half and half about things, then some things won't come your way because you're not looking for that opportunity.
100%.
You're more worried about what could go wrong.
Yeah, 100%. What are the major moves in PSL? What else? I heard you spoke about Compeller.
Yeah, Compella's joined Swallows.
But
He's
then
now
for
the
a
head
person
coach.
of his caliber, why would I want to go to Swallows?
It's a decent project. It's a good project. Swallows is a good outfit. They maybe they've had some trouble, but I think they survived relegation last season.
Yeah.
But they have the right components to be a quality side. Swallows still have the legacy.
Are you sure you don't love Sundowns, but because jeez.
No man, I appreciate good things.
When your man keeps on talking about that girl, they want that girl. So you keep on saying Swallows. So
it's the S's, man. It's the S's.
The undercover support.
Yeah.
Not at all. I just appreciate good things, and I think they're flying the flag high.
Yeah,
absolutely flying the flag high.
So Compella is gone.
Yeah, Compella left Sundowns. Is now at Swallows. The head coach of Swallows, a great move. They've also managed to bag Andy Lejali, which is a big signing.
Big signing,
man. Because
to convince him to move over.
I know things weren't great at Sundowns towards the end, so they parted ways. The money is good, but I think obviously as a player you want to play.
I see.
You want to play, no matter how much I'm paying you.
You just want
to
play. Especially being a professional sportsman, you've got that itch you want.
It's what you've been doing all your life, and now you're sitting back and you can't play.
Yeah.
So I think that will improve Swallows.
Do you think Jali moved because Compella?
I think Compella was probably a big influencing factor because I'm assuming Pirates and Chiefs would have been first in line to try and bag him because they could probably afford his wages.
They can afford, yes. Yeah.
I
don't think Swallows can afford him.
No, well, it looks like they can.
Clearly.
Yeah, well, somebody's got
the fact that he's signed
a deep pocket there. Hey, Mr. Lusufi, they don't need money from the government for. I'm kidding. But yeah, a great signing. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Swallows do in this campaign. I think teams like AmaZulu need to bounce back. I know
AmaZulu have been doing not too bad.
They've been doing too bad, but I think they need to get better. I know there was a lot of technical changes during the season, so they sort of fell off a bit because they were doing fairly well.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing how Stellenbosch what Stellenbosch the season will be like. Definitely interested to see whether Chiefs can sort out their problems.
Do you think Chiefs will ever be relegated? What would happen if Chiefs would be relegated?
The PSL would be disbanded.
Is that a reality?
I don't think so. I just don't think they'll probably be mid-table, top half. But
revenue-wise,
it can't happen. They just need to get their act together.
Yeah.
And figure out what they need to make things work. To be one of the.
Is it the players? Is it the coach?
I think it's everything. I think it's everything. I think it's everything in that organization needs to be changed because they are a Soweto giant.
They are.
And
no doubt.
In order for the PSL to thrive, Chiefs need to thrive.
Yes, they have to.
So they need to fix it. They have to fix it. I think Pirates also slowly getting back in track.
Yeah.
Because I think Sundowns they've just stretched.
It's way too much of a stretch. Yeah.
So guys need to catch up.
It exposes everyone as well in the background.
And we need to catch up. We need to make sure that football is strong because as much as you want one team doing well, you want the entire
the whole league
performing,
well, exactly.
So that your players
can't have one, like the way the difference in the points table between Sundowns and number 2.
Yeah,
that was insane.
Yeah, it's a huge
That's
gap, guys.
Crazy.
Those guys were playing. Sundowns were playing by themselves.
Great,
Those guys, they celebrated the league like 2 weeks before.
Yes.
So we need to close that gap, because that only improves our national team as well. It improves our players going abroad. It improves the quality coming through.
Yeah.
So Chiefs need to get their act together, man.
Exactly.
Guys, the Chiefs, fix your problems.
Come on, fix
because your fans are suicidal. They get to work grumpy on a Monday.
Imagine.
They don't talk to anybody because the weekend was tough. It's hard being a Chiefs fan.
Anyway, sorry Chiefs, and let's hope Chiefs is gonna have a better season.
Yeah,
I think overall, I hope PSL has a better season. Yes, in as much as you want one team to win, but then the points difference mustn't be.
Let's be more competitive.
Yes,
let's close the gap. Let's be more competitive. Let guys work harder for their points.
Yeah,
that'll improve the quality of football.
Exactly.
We have the basics, so like we have the ingredients for great football. Even if you take time out to go watch football anywhere in the country, you'll see that we have the tools. We just need to then build on those tools and give a great product.
Yeah. Is Kukune still in the?
Yes. I think Maritzburg got relegated. Maritzburg is the team that got relegated. It's Maritzburg and I can't remember that one, but Maritzburg are down now.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be tough.
Lastly, World Cup, Netball World Cup.
Yes.
And
the first one in Africa.
First one in Africa, and South Africa is favourite.
Of course.
I think the mere fact that we're talking about netball, personally speaking, when you talk about netball, I remember netball from school. And that's where it ended.
Yeah.
Then I hear here and there where ladies are going on a Wednesday night to go play netball, and I'm thinking, I didn't think netball was that.
No, netball is quite a thing. I know there's been the Telkom. I forgot what it's called. So they have a league sponsored by Telkom, where all the universities and things play against each other. So that's been quite strong. It's been televised.
Yeah.
My former partner's younger sister plays netball. I think she plays for Wits. So I learned the scope of netball properly now. I know.
So you didn't even know how to score it?
No, I'll miss Shem. I'll miss. But I can watch now. I know how to support. I understand the positions. I understand what's required. So it's been an interesting journey. So to see the game sort of from a professional aspect, because now obviously I've had to watch netball now. I have to watch South Africa. I have to watch England. I have to know who's who.
I think netball is one of those games that you're like, oh, it's netball. But to get the whole country rallying behind, and I believe that the World Cup is being run professionally.
It is.
And the way everything is set for Cape Town.
It is. I think obviously here in SA, I think there's no money behind it. But, in countries like Australia, England,
I think those guys are just way ahead.
Yeah, it's proper. But we are definitely a strong force.
Yeah.
A very strong force. I expect us to get to the final.
Let's get to the final. It's starting on the 24th.
Yeah, 28th of July until
the 6th of August.
6th of August.
Yeah, so
and it's 16 teams.
Yeah, 16 teams. We need to be in the finals. There's no other way.
Yeah.
There's no
What's
other
your prediction? Harry's saying we're getting into the final. What's yours?
Hey, I've never watched football. Netball.
Yeah,
I've never watched
I think now's the time. I think now we should definitely tune in. We should watch it.
We don't have a choice.
Yeah, unfortunately, they don't travel because it's a small sport. But it would be nice to go and watch. But we should get involved. We absolutely get involved and support. Support the cause.
What's your prediction? Do you think South Africa is gonna go all the way? What are they called? Are they called Proteas as well? Right?
The Spa Proteas women. Yeah, I think we need a better name for them.
I think so. Don't copy.
Proteas is overdone, man. We must find a new name for them.
Find a new name, guys.
Absolutely find a new name.
Okay, based on what you just said, I think we'll go to the final. So I'll support them.
No, I'm quite sure.
Cost 700, guys.
Yeah, for the game.
700 for the game.
Yeah.
For the final.
It just says tickets.
700
rand.
Okay.
Sure.
I have been financially excluded from watching netball live.
They don't want us.
So television it is.
500 for kids.
Yo! And you got a tribe, ne? Yo!
So now you see that's the thing. They are now chasing away fans.
But I guess it's probably because it's
apparently
international.
it does say here that people feel like it's too steep.
Yes.
Yeah, it is too steep. But it's probably for the international community.
But the thing is, how do you expect to up the game when you are charging yourself between
How do you expect locals to come and watch?
That's the problem.
Especially for a game that they don't care about.
I mean, maybe it's even the first time it's played in South Africa.
Yeah, so it is the first World Cup in Africa.
Can't you give the fans a chance?
They should just come in and because I saw with Zimbabwe cricket, they opened up the grounds to literally
because so that
and they were filling up
exactly so that you can put some pressure on the
how
opposition.
can you say $700 for a game that are probably gonna be bored?
A child 500
500 rand.
500.
we just go as
we
just order McDonald's, guys.
And the amount of beers you said 3 lions is 65
so now
with the 700 we have 500 rand you can have beers
and
McDonald's.
Anyway,
and dessert.
Thank you if you're still here. This has been episode 2. It's been amazing. Heyyyy has been amazing. Ghosty has been amazing. If you've got anything that you want to suggest for us, please jot it down. If you've got any questions, we will gladly answer them. So put them down in the link below. No, not in the link below, in the comment section. Then reach out on social media everywhere. Our profiles are open. Come through, speak.
Chat to us. Give us some pointers. Give us some info.
If we are screwing up somewhere,
let us know. I doubt it, but let us know.
We are work in progress.
Absolutely. I
don't think you guys said you are perfect.
No. We're looking to make this, package this thing properly for everybody so that everyone can enjoy it.
But criticism is good.
Yes.
Constructive.
Yes.
It's
absolutely.
Constructive criticism. Anyway, thank you, and we'll see you guys next week, Thursday at 3 o'clock. Don't be late. Don't miss out. Cheers for now. Bye.